All right. Let's see. Let's move on. Found this pretty interesting. I came across this. Publicist Phyllis Pollock says before he died, Eazy was focused on an N.W.A. reunion album without Dre. Now, I know you spoke with Eazy, up until like weeks, up until before his passing. Did he ever mention anything about an N.W.A. reunion to you?
No. Phyllis was Eazy's publicist.
Oh, okay.
I know Phyllis. She's cool chick, damn good publicist. But I don't recall anything. Him ever say anything like that. According to the movie, they was getting back together. I don't know.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. They did have that in the movie, right?
Yeah. But see, if that was really a part of the situation, well, again, you got to realize. I think today the Eazy documentary starts today, if I'm mistaken.
The one you were talking about last time. Yeah.
The Eazy documentary starts today. So sometimes things like that will come out all of a sudden and get you to watch the damn documentary.
Yeah, the mysterious death of Eazy-E. That's what it is.
Yeah. So I'm supposed to be in it. I did an interview for it, so you see me wave. But here it's today is that day. The documentary's supposed to come out, and now's the time where they create different scenarios to get things to go viral. So we'll talk about them, and we'll talk about it on our podcast. And guess what it is? It's free publicity.
Free advertising, yeah.
And she's a publicist, so she knows how to get people to talk about situations. So I'm not familiar with anything of that nature. I can't speak on that.
Oh, okay. Well, let's move on. You mentioned something in the Yella interview that we did last week. I encourage everybody out there to check it out. It's in the archives. Dope interview. Talk to us about the London show. I didn't know you World Class Wrecking Crew went to London.
Man, we went to London. We had a ball, dude. We were just signed to CBS. That was like the only gig we did that year. Okay, they booked us to go to London. We played Wembley Stadium, where they played the tennis matches at.
Yeah, I mean
that was the biggest gig we've ever done. I mean, the stadium was full. It was full, and it was us, Sir Mix-a-Lot, Grandmaster Flash and the Furious 5, Africa Bambaataa, and some other groups. Them are the main ones I remember. I'm not quite sure Clientele or Shakespeare remember more, but we had such a good time, man. We spent like a week over in England, and it was it was a different vibe. We almost got ran over twice. I'm looking the wrong way for the cars. Okay, I'm looking for the cars.
Yeah,
them motherfuckers on that side of the street.
Yeah,
and we had a problem because they told us to bring a converter for our system to convert the electricity, but I don't know whether Yella plugged it in wrong or whatever, but we almost didn't do the show.
Yeah, he blamed it on you. You blamed it on him.
Yella ran the equipment, okay? Yella ran the equipment. He looked everything up. That was his job, okay? I bought it. I kept it running. I kept it in good shape. I fixed it when it broke, but his job was to handle the equipment. Excuse me. And I think the sequencer blew out, and about the sequencer, the drum machine and the keyboard ain't gonna play, but I always, anybody, whether you're a DJ, performer, always have a backup tape. Back then, I carried a 15-inch, a 12-inch reel-to-reel everywhere I went. I had a reel-to-reel, had my own reel-to-reel with my show on the reel-to-reel, because back then, all you had was either cassettes or reel-to-reel. We didn't have that yet. That hadn't even come out yet, okay? So I carried a big-ass reel-to-reel, a studio reel-to-reel, 30 IPS reel-to-reel everywhere we went to make sure we always had a backup show. And that was my get down. But yeah, we had a ball up, man. There's some pictures. I finally got some pictures from that show, man. We tore that motherfucker up. Okay. Damn. Wrecking Crew was very competitive when it came to shows. We didn't take no shit from nobody. So we were in our early stages of our career, we played against mostly R&B bands. And you got cats with guitars and horns and drums and bass guitars and shit, and they got solos. So we had to do something to get the crowd going. So we had hot ass shit. Dre would mix up some hot ass shit on the drum machine, and we come out and do our solo and shit, and we like that son bitch up and go on about our business. Only person that tore our ass up, two people tore our asses up. Two groups tore our asses up. One was the Boys.
Okay.
Remember the Boys?
From Carson.
Uh-huh. Them little cute son of a bitches slipped all over the goddamn stage. They doing cartwheels. I'm like, why you put them on in front of me? Okay? Man, come on, dude. They tore that stage up, and ain't nobody beating Roger and Zap.
Okay.
And this was when Roger was still alive. Ain't nobody beating Roger and Zap. And this particular show, we was in Lake Charles, Louisiana, and Zap had to be on, had to leave early. I don't think it was a plane. I don't think they were traveling in a plane. They had to leave. They had to go on second or third. We had to go. We had to close the show. It was us and Mo D. And I didn't want to. I don't want. I'd rather go before Mo D than to go before Zap. And man, no, nobody beats. Nobody rocks a show like Zap. And anybody would tell you. Any R&B act would tell you the same thing. Cameo, Confunction, all of them would tell you. Roger did not leave nothing on the stage. Nothing.
Damn, I would have loved to see them live, man. Oh, that's one group that I would just love to see live.
They played one of my clubs one time. They played Hollywood Park Casino. I got a video of them cats, man, playing Hollywood Park Casino. They don't joke. They ain't playing, man.
They with the whole with the
all that
sound
shit,
thing and all that. Damn,
everything except for Roger. Okay.
Whew.
I got a whole video. Yeah. Me and Lester stayed tight after that show. They played Hollywood Park Casino twice, and we stayed tight after that, man. So yeah, it was definitely an interesting situation.
That's dope, man. That's dope. Let's move on. Let's talk about. I would love your opinion on this. Rollin' Loud is a big festival that happened just a few weeks back, hip hop festival where everybody and their mama performs in some form or another. There's an artist by the name of Gunplay. He is Rick Ross artist. He's actually a pretty talented dude. He said he didn't want to perform at Rolling Loud because it is a, quote, FBI sponsored event to catch rappers. Now, a lot of the stuff we've talked about in the past, you and I have been doing this for damn near 3 years now. And around this time every year, we talk about a lot of rappers getting arrested. And well, a lot of it happens at Rolling Loud. They get pulled over. They find a pound of weed in the car. There's always a shooting. You know what I'm saying? It's always going to happen. I think Rolling Loud was where that 45-year-old man was just driving down the street and two rappers shot at each other and the dude got hit, the 45-year-old man. So shit happens.
Right.
But this rapper is saying that he doesn't want to go because now he thinks that, it's a magnet, it's an FBI sponsored event to catch rappers. When was the first time you ever heard anything about the hip hop police?
Back in the 90s.
Okay.
When the Tupac and Biggie era. Understand this, man. Understand this. You on record talking about who you gonna kill, who you gonna shoot when I get to your town. Anybody in law enforcement would be an idiot not to even follow up on that. Okay? Mm-hmm. I mean, you tell all your business on record. You beefing on, well, back then they didn't have YouTube, but you beefing on YouTube, not on Instagram. And if anybody got a beef, ain't nobody popular. Okay? That's why my channel ain't blowing up like I like for it too. I ain't got a beef with nobody. Okay? Mm-hmm. Ain't nobody beefing with Lonzo. Lonzo gonna drop his knowledge. If those who want to listen, they want to take it and use it, that's all good. But if I was beefing with somebody like Russell Simmons or something like that, my shit would blow up.
Mm-hmm. Fact.
So what happens is, man, it's a combination of self-snitching and profiling. Okay? Self-snitching and profiling. Okay? In the hood, they call it profiling. When you see four black kids in a lowrider with red hats on in blue territory, and the cop pull you over, that's profiling. No, that's prevention.
That's their job. Yep.
That's prevention. Okay. What do you? And I'm not saying everybody with red hats in the blue neighborhood is going to do some shit, but somebody maybe looking to do something to them because you out of bounds. Okay. Mm-hmm. And I see it all the time, and I got a liquor store not far from here, man. Cats hang in front of the liquor store, and I think it's a couple weeks before COVID, 3 or 4 cats got shot from the liquor store, and they still go back and hang in front of the liquor store, man. Liquor store people got killed. 3 or 4 cats, 2 of them got killed, I know for sure, and a bunch more got shot up in front of this liquor store, and this liquor store still is a magnet for local brothers, okay? And there's 2 liquor stores in the neighborhood here that if they allow the memorials to stay up, this motherfucker look like a goddamn florist. There's so many damn balloons in front of these goddamn places. But cats will still go out there and post up, knowing that's where the shit go down at. Okay, what it is about that, I don't understand that, dude. But this is what we're dealing with. You got cats that just don't care, or they figure it ain't gonna happen to me. It ain't gonna happen to me. So why should I worry about it? And this is the era we in, man. Yeah, it's crazy, dude. It's crazy as hell. I don't know. Go ahead, man.
Yeah, no, it's all good, man. Let's talk about. Actually, you know what? Let me ask a question. Montana Max had a question. How much did you have under the bed when your dad thought you were selling drugs? I think he's going to the promoting days, right?
Yeah, about $600, $500-$600.
Okay, which is a lot for a kid your age to have back then.
Wait, I'm 20 years old. I just got fired from my job. My old man don't know what I'm doing. Everybody in my neighborhood sold dope. Everybody sold dope except for me. I had another hustle. Okay, but all the dope dealers, we played ball together. We went to school together. They came to Eve after dark. I'd go by their houses, and so we were from the same neighborhood. So my old man made the assumption that I was doing something I wasn't doing, but he had taught me different. He said, "You ain't got to throw rocks in the penitentiary to be a hustler." And so many people think the only way you hustling is if you're throwing rocks in the penitentiary. Okay, and I was thinking about that today when I was on the plane, man. You know, I could be wrong, but if I'm wrong, it's because these kind of things don't get publicity. We've seen a lot of these drug cartels, young black cats, make a lot of money in the drug business. And they don't reinvest the money to the community. Okay? They don't reinvest the money to the community. And by the time they do, it's too late. Everybody get busted. Everybody starts snitching. Okay, or everybody starts snitching. So you got cats that have made millions of dollars, and everything ends up getting forfeited to the feds to get you a date. Okay, whereas I know other groups that have a lot of dope money, they invest in property. They may have a nephew, somebody that's clean, that they'll invest with him to buy some houses and turn the money clean. Now, if I get busted, he still got the houses. Okay, and he owe me. Okay, so the money's always protected, but for some reason, if we can't wear it around our neck or drive it, we ain't got no money. Yeah. If we can't wear it around our neck or drive it or wear it, we ain't got no money. And I was watching. I like watching Power, the new Power with Raising Cain. I looked at these guys, man, and I was one of them guys back in the day, dude. But I ain't never had no red ass car. How am I being no dope dealer? Nigga, you got a red car, a red Benz, and you sell dope? How? What's wrong with you? That was a no-no, man. But anyway, I know it's a movie, but I remember Cassie did that. And see, that was one of the things the guys did back in the day. You don't have to tell the police that you're selling dope. You got a Suzuki Samurai with $3,000-$4,000 worth of rims, another $2,000 in sounds, and you riding through the hood, you ain't got no job.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay? With a t-shirt on and a hat. So, and here's the part that cats really don't get. People with that kind of money, with that kind of real money, don't really do that with their money. A guy with some real money ain't gonna buy a Suzuki Samurai and put no rims on. He probably buy him something nice. If he had a job that he had to go to earn a decent job, he ain't gonna buy a Suzuki Samurai. Right. So a lot of times, because of our own culture, we tell on ourselves because we do shit so extravagantly that it's almost obvious that we're doing something wrong. Okay. Yep. And it's not even a matter of profiling. It's a matter of common sense. You in the projects driving, got a bunch of chains, driving a Benz, hanging out with a bunch of cats, and the cops see you every day, all day. We ain't miss you. They don't miss you between 9 to 5 or 8 to 11. You ain't never missed. Yeah. It's only a matter of time before they fuck with you enough. They're gonna roll up on you. They're gonna catch you dirty, or somebody you messing with, doing business with, gonna get caught, and they're gonna turn your ass in, get a lighter case. Simple as that.
And it's not like this is new information, Lonzo. This shit's been going on for decades. I mean, American Gangster, Frank Lucas, the cops turned a blind eye to him, didn't even know who he was. They caught him when he decides to go to a boxing match, get front row seats, and have a $15,000 mink on his, you know what I mean? Until then, he was under the radar. Nobody knew who the hell he was. But now, oh, wait, who is this guy shaking hands with that guy? Click, 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 camera, camera, camera. Now we're going to follow this guy.
Right. So, you know, this is the kind of things that real players will tell you, man, take that jewelry off, take that shit out. Don't buy that, man. But you can't, even me, the old man Jeffy, Lonzo, don't carry that briefcase. Lonzo, take all them jewels off. And I still was mildly pimpish in my own way, but I wore business clothes to the club. Okay, I didn't wear suits every day, but I went to the club. I wore suits. I wore funky ass clothes, nice ass suits. I can't laugh at a homeboy from Power Book too much. Some of them suits, I had them the same goddamn suits, but I had legitimate business. Okay, they knew cops knew where I got my money from. They suspected I did other shit, but it was suspected in one hand and full of shit in the other. Okay, but that's just how the streets roll, man. And most cats never learn that, dude. Most cats never learn that. It's like, how big a chain can I buy? You don't never see people that make six figures in a legitimate job buy a big ass chain.
Nope. Property, baby.
It's a mentality thing. Okay, so your mentality changes. If you went to college and got you a job working at a Fortune 500 company and you're making six figures, you're gonna be into property. You're gonna be in the nice car, and you probably ain't gonna be in the hood that much. You ain't gonna have time to be in the hood that much. Your business is not in the hood. But if you hanging in the hood all the time, white t-shirt, fat gold chain, hat turned around sideways, driving the Benz, you know, even back then, the Benz was $30,000-$40,000, man. So where you get this kind of money? And so even when kids were driving their parents' cars, they got profiled because so many cats were driving Benzes that didn't fit the description of a Benz owner. And I know that sounds crazy. It should come from another black man, but you know, and even sometimes guys got pulled over in a suit and tie, but you got treated different.
Yeah,
you got treated different.
Yep.
When I drove my van, I very seldom got pulled over in the van. Never. I can't recall getting pulled over in the van. And I was in that van riding around high as a son of a bitch. Okay? When I had my RX-7, they stayed on my ass. My RX-7 changed everything. My Z changed everything. My 300, I had a 240 back in the day. And it was hot as fuck. And Z kind of got me pulled over a little bit. But once they realized who I was, they started messing with me. But my RX-7, the one out in the San Andre, shit, that one had my ass on I was on the hood outside that motherfucker more than I was inside. But it was a brand new car, and it was orange. It was orange. All right.
Damn.
It was. I think it was orange. I had to get it painted, man, because it was on my ass too much, man.
Too bright, man. Yeah.
You know, it was on my ass, so you know, I had to flip it up.